La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center is the place to go if you're looking to rejuvenate your appearance, tighten and shape your body, and just do something special for yourself. You deserve to look your very best.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center offers over 90 procedures and treatments for a natural, youthful appearance. They are absolutely the best in the business. Try out their treatment planner at glamfam.com. It's so easy and amazing to use.
We can't say enough great things about their board-certified plastic surgeons, and guess what? They offer flexible payment plans so you can start your journey to a better you right now.
Free consultations, too. The very best in the business is in our own backyard. How lucky are we?
Make sure you tell them that Laura Cain After Dark sent you. We love everything about La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. Go to glamfam.com.
No. Oh my gosh. Hello and welcome to Laura Cain After Dark. The Laura Cain only. Welcome. I'm Laura Cain. This is Erik Rimmer.
Hi.
Producer Brian behind the mic.
God damn it.
Okay, so, and we have in studio the hysterical rising star. I love him so much. He is so freaking funny. Mal Hall is here to suffer through our
Laura's
routines.
performance.
I thought it would be appropriate to get a professional comedian to give us his take on each of our bits, our sets, each of our sets, which I literally finished like a half hour ago.
Wow, talk about being prepared.
Well, I had ideas in my mind, but like I had to change some things. So I might be reading it. Hey, this is the first time that
I'm not giving you any sort of look. I don't know why you're looking at me.
I'm just looking at you.
Oh.
I think we're all on edge big time because this is scary.
I'm not.
This is scary. Yes, you are. You know what?
I said this was a mistake, but I'm not on edge.
I'm not.
I know I'm funnier.
Don't try and psych me out, Cain.
I know I'm funnier than you, so I'm not
It's a
too
mistake.
worried.
It's not a mistake. No matter what happens, even if this blows hardcore,
I'm not worried about it succeeding.
it's going to be funny.
Maybe.
Now,
Hopefully.
Mal has agreed. And I told him that the three of us are fine with any kind of criticism that he has. There are no hard feelings at all. We want the truth.
I mean, the worst thing is just to hear that you're not funny, which we already know.
And that's, well, whatever. I'm up for anything. I put work into this and I really want to, I'm giving it a shot.
Okay.
I'm really giving it a shot.
Maybe you found a real career after
I'm
tonight.
going to read it though. I mean, I'm so nervous. I'm really, really nervous.
Just glance at it, and then speak from the heart.
I literally don't think I've taken a breath all day.
Wow.
It's a long time.
I'm really nervous about this. And this is my idea.
Yeah.
God, you know what? If you pass out,
That would be the
I might.
funniest thing
that
you
would
could
be
do.
the best thing ever.
That would be
We
the
would
funniest thing.
skyrocket.
Yeah.
Could you do that?
I might do that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Could I? I might
You would
just
win
do it.
if you passed out.
Oh my God.
Totally you would.
Well, what we want to find is the loser, because the loser, there are consequences. Perhaps. We'll talk
see.
about that in a minute. But this whole thing might be the consequence. But
I feel like we're all being punished already.
I know. Okay. I also said last week that we were going to talk about our big, fat, magical box of holiday fun. I'll tell you some of the things that are in it, but I haven't had the chance to put it all together yet and tell you how to win it. So that'll be next episode. But here are a few of the things. What are you looking at me? Do I have get it off?
God.
What is it? Lipstick? I'm sure there.
You look like the Joker.
I'm sure I do.
Now that's
we go.
funny. That's comedy.
Okay, we have Dollface Club merch, hoodies, a t-shirt, I think a little jacket, some fun things. We have a set of children's books from Georgianne Irvine from the San Diego Zoo. They're children's books, picture books about animals at the zoo, a whole set, and they're hardcover and they're great.
And they're signed.
Yes, they're signed. And we have a free tattoo at Vivid Tattoo in Hillcrest. The artist gave me a certificate for the box, so we have that. Something is coming around from La Jolla Cosmetic. I just haven't asked them yet, but they always give. And then, of course, our fabulous Capital Growth, Jay
Jay
Wartzler
Wartzler.
will be doling out some cash. I hope. I haven't asked him yet. But
Wait, what?
I know. This is what I'm hoping is going to go
Laura,
in the
you are
box.
hilarious.
Shut up.
Your comedy routine was great.
Shut up.
You're giving away money we haven't even asked for yet.
Wow. You are a funny dame.
God, I think we can go home now. She killed it.
Okay. Before we start this shit show, let's talk about our fabulous new sponsor who we
Dune
love
Jewelry.
and adore, Dune Jewelry. DuneJewelry.com is where you need to go if you want to buy somebody special, something they will never take off or forget, something that will remind them of some special time in their lives. It is such a unique company. This company makes jewelry, necklaces, rings, bracelets out of different elements that you get to choose. For example, I chose sand from San Clemente Beach because I spent my years there as a kid with my best friend, and it brings back such good memories. And here's the ring with the sand and turquoise and mother of pearl. You can like blend it with other elements that mean something. So I have an order for my mom, my sister, my niece, and my daughter. My dad's ashes are going to be one of the elements. And then we're going to have dirt from the Rocky Mountains as another element. And then dried flowers. There's so many things. And they make the most beautiful jewelry. And
They really
it is
do.
high end. It is great.
It's beautiful.
DuneJewelry.com. And please, to get 15% off, do not forget to put in the promo code Laura Cain 15. This is going to be a Christmas gift, Hanukkah gift that you'll win. You'll win the prize game. I mean, the present game. You're going to win the present game for sure if you give a gift of Dune Jewelry.
For sure.
So thank you so much. And
Thank
I can't
you,
wait
Holly.
to show. I know Holly Daniels Christensen started this whole company, and she's an incredible woman. And DuneJewelry.com, you can find it on our website, LauraCainAfterDark.com. Laura Cain 15 for your discount. Get on there so you can get it before Christmas. Okay. Now. I know
You're bombing, Laura. Come on.
I know I'm already bombing, but that's okay.
Jeez.
It's okay.
TikTok.
It's okay.
getting
TikTok.
awkward.
TikTok.
I would like to bring up to the stage,
The main stage.
the main stage, the incredible, the hilarious, a friend. This guy is on the greatest of all time. His name is Mal Hall. Come on up, Mal. Come to the
Yay.
stand-up mic first because I set this up a little weird. Hi.
Hey,
You'll be sitting down. You're sitting in an invisible chair right now. Okay, so Mal, tell us where people can see you perform these days and when and how.
well, in San Diego, you could see me at the Comedy Store in La Jolla almost every Thursday if I'm not on the road. And then I have a new residency show that I'm producing at Lulu's at the Lafayette the last Wednesday every month. And I'm at, I mean, I've been doing stand-up in San Diego so long that you can find me basically at any sort of local comedy show during the week, and then I'm around the country on the weekend.
Is this your only job?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. You're making a living doing what you love.
Yeah. The last 15 years, I've paid my bills.
I'm sure it
As a
took it was a long road. but-
Laura, this could so be not you.
I remember, Mel, when you were roaming the halls of iHeart.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd
yeah.
pull you in for to do a couple jokes and stuff. And
Yep.
you were always so funny. And I'm
Thank
just
you.
I don't know if this is appropriate for me to say, but I'm proud of you.
I take all the pride and love. I appreciate it. That building was like a major piece of my story, working in that building. I got a lot of exposure there.
Just on various stations.
I produced Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw, like Shelley's News, for probably 5 years right when I started, and that was big. And then Mikey put me on the air as a comedian way earlier than he should have, but it was amazing. And AJ's Playhouse, like that whole hallway was like very kind to me when I started.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there ever a time, I'm sure the answer is yes. Please tell us about one time when you just bombed. And what does it feel like? Because I want to know ahead of time.
She needs to know
I want
it's
to know
about to
ahead of
happen.
time.
What makes you think that he would have ever bombed?
Well, I mean, I'm
we've
sure all
bombed.
comics have.
You have to bomb to find, like, you have to bomb. Everyone bombs. You learn more when you bomb than when you're killing, you know?
Right.
It doesn't feel good. And it's just you. I tell my musician friends all the time, they're so lucky that they have friends. Like if they're having a bad show, it's like, at least you're still playing music with your friends. If I have a bad show, it's like, I'm standing up there by myself and the crowd is like, this is your fault. And most of the time it is my fault. And you either fix it or you just grind through however much time you have left. You know, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. But I've bombed quite a bit. Nothing recent, but I've had some stinkers where you're up there and it's like, well, these jokes normally work and tonight is just not it. It is not the night. You know. Yeah.
You can't predict an audience how they're going to
No,
react.
they're the X factor every night.
True.
The jokes, like a lot of my jokes, like the jokes that are in the set that I'm touring, it's just like musicians that tour. It's like they have a set list of all the songs they're going to play. It's like I have the jokes that I want to do, and for most crowds it works in the order that I want it to go. And then every once in a while you run into that crowd that's like, we're different.
We're not going to laugh.
Yeah.
We're going to just drink and observe.
Yep. And there are those bombs too, where it's like, you feel like, wow, this whole crowd hates me. Like they have not laughed at one thing. And then after the show, like it'll be death. I'll stand up there for half an hour dying. And then after the show, they come up and they're like, you were so funny. We really enjoyed that. I'm like, oh, cool. Tell your face next time. Laugh next time. That would help me know that I don't need to kill myself when I go home.
That's a normal reaction.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. And so, okay, what is up next for Mal Hall in the next 2 years?
The next 2 years. I don't plan that far ahead, to be honest. It's
Next
like
year.
I have next year. So I shot a comedy special at Lulu's in September, and we're currently editing that. And so hopefully I'm going to be putting that out in the spring. We're going to try to sell it to some big streamers, and hopefully somebody buys it, and that would be amazing. But if not, we'll release it on YouTube and it'll do whatever it's going to do. And then I'm going to tour. I'm doing a bus tour with Angela Johnson in the beginning of the year. That's
I love her.
yeah, that's going to span most of the country. And then I hopefully in the summer/fall, I'll do my own like headlining tour and return to some of those cities and do my full show.
Who do you think is the funniest person on the planet?
I don't think there's one funniest person on the planet. There's a lot of super funny people. Chappelle is like one of my favorites. Nate Bargatze is one of my favorites. Angela's one of my favorites. Sebastian's one of my favorites. It's like I tell people all the time, they should just go to comedy clubs, because some of the funniest people in the country are names that you've never heard of. And those are the people that should be seen, you know. Yeah.
And why don't they make it? What is it? Just luck and opportunity that?
It's a luck game. It's a timing game. It's like, I'm sure some of the most talented musicians we've never seen or heard of, you know, and it's the same thing. It's like right place, right time. And, but yeah, like any given night, any sort of main comedy club you walk in there, it's like, you're going to see somebody that makes you go, holy shit, like, who are you? Where have I been? Like, I want more of this. And I think that's like the magic of the comedy club.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the magic that's going to happen here
Yeah.
tonight.
How did this idea come up? I need to know, because 2/3 of the people here don't seem stoked about what's
Right.
going to happen.
Okay.
Let me just say, it was not my idea.
Actually, it started like 2 years ago when we did the roast.
we did a roast.
Okay.
And then from that, I got the bright idea, hey, we should all write a stand-up comedy routine, and whoever does the worst has to do the set at an open mic night as a punishment.
We subject the public to this.
Exactly.
Okay.
In hopes that everybody would bring their A game, you know? But two of the three of us refuse to do that.
Okay.
Under no circumstances will two of these people do
Stand up
that.
in public.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What's the big fear, Eric?
yeah.
What makes you think it's me?
No, but no.
It's both of you guys.
Because I'm shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Getting up in front of a whole room of people? Oh, hell no.
Public speaking was not your thing. You weren't
No.
class clown in high school. All right.
but he's so funny
Okay.
and he's so like outgoing that surprises me.
But no, I'm very shy when it comes, especially people I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
super
way
shy.
easier to deliver comedy than it is to write it, though. If someone wrote my comedy for me, I could probably bomb or kill, and so could Eric. But I have to write. That's the problem.
That is the hard part. That is the hardest part.
And it's not jokes you're writing, it's observations and your funny take on the observations, right? Oh my God. Well,
For some people, it depends on what style. You guys have 3 different
Oh my
styles.
gosh.
There's one-liner comedians, there's storytellers, and there's like observational, like who knows what you guys
do
are gonna
comedians ever just tell straight up jokes? Like
Yeah.
3 guys walk into a bar.
be. There's definitely comedians that just tell jokes. Yeah,
Really?
For sure.
Oh my God.
I think that's one of the hardest ones.
Really?
To remember like whatever I don't know how, if a joke like that takes a minute to 2 minutes and you have to do an hour set, it's like, how many jokes is that you have to
Oh
remember
my God.
every single night
Yeah.
to go in a specific order if they go together? It's like, I tell stories and it's easy for me to tell them every night because there's stories that happen in my life that I sort of punched up to make funny for the public or whatever, but I can remember that every night. I'm just telling you something that actually happened, but to remember a joke every night.
Yeah.
Do you remember the very first funny thing you said in front of a crowd on a mic? Your very first like stand up.
I don't know that I can pinpoint the actual joke. I just remember that it took me 1.5 years to write my first set. So you guys, doing it in a week is, the instant way to do it, I guess. But I took 1.5 years and it was 5 minutes. And I feel like I was super nervous to go up, super, super nervous, because it's like comedy is, people hate public speaking. That's number one. And now you're public speaking with expectation that it's funny, and people don't like being told that they're going to laugh. So like, that's why some audiences are extra difficult, because they're like, it's hard to make me, like, people come up after the show, I laughed at you and it's hard to make me laugh. It's like, well, why? Why do you wear that with so much pride? Just laugh a little bit. So I do remember doing that show and then like sort of floating off stage and going like, I could definitely going to do that again. And I literally just have not stopped since that time. So I can't pinpoint exactly, but definitely that first set was a drug that I'm chasing,
When all of this is said and done, will you do something for me?
What's that?
Will you do your little bit about the washcloth? That was one of the
hilarious.
freaking funniest things I've ever heard. It's so incredibly true.
I don't know that it's going to work with just the 3 of us, but I could try to find that clip and send it to you, and then you could post it.
Okay. Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, my God. That made me laugh so hard. Okay.
In the alley of the Comedy Store. Was that the show you guys were at?
Yeah, one
when I
of those
did it?
weird ones, like off in OB, an alley in OB. Or
No,
that
it
was
it was at the Comedy Store
Because that
in
was
La
during
Jolla.
COVID, right? That you guys came to that show in the alley.
Yes. Yeah.
Or was it
yes.
inside?
No, it wasn't. We've seen a couple of
Yeah,
their shows.
okay, yeah.
It was at inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know the one you're talking about, the one all the tables were set up
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. You're going to sit here, but
Okay.
first you're going to pick the order in which we will be performing.
And you guys have no idea how much time you're doing? Do you want me to have
2
a
minutes.
clock?
I've got like 2 minutes.
I'm just
maybe
gonna-
3.
Okay.
I just typed out everything and I'm just going to go for it. I don't know how long it is. It could be 10 minutes. I have no idea.
I doubt that.
I know.
really doubt that.
All right. So,
All right. Have fun with it, you guys.
well, pick who's going first.
God, please be Laura.
Laura.
Okay.
Coming
sit
to the
down here.
stage.
Oh God.
Laura Cain.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can't wait for this.
Okay, so have a seat. Here are your headphones.
Oh boy.
As an audience member, I'm just gonna let you know you're about to bomb.
I'm an easy laugher, so you got that going for you. I laugh at kind of.
You know how Laura says that when I tell my dad jokes, it's just a line for
Exactly.
a mouth.
That's what she's about to
I'm gonna
get.
be.
Yeah, because she never laughs at anything we say.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't laugh at jokes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is this my?
You guys are going to
Yeah.
purposely stonewall each other?
No.
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 Like, I gave this my all.
Okay.
Now. I gave this everything I got. This is what I have. Okay.
Okay.
So you have it or I don't.
I'm definitely rooting for you, but I'm also rooting against you because if you give it your all in just a week, it makes my 15 years look bad.
Don't worry.
So now we got 3 people stonewalling you.
I'm going to laugh. I laugh.
We're gonna
Putting
protect
on my
his legacy.
headphones because I don't want to hear crickets and booze throughout my entire set,
Oh
Brian.
my God, the soundboard's over by me, isn't it?
Oh wow. You.
Look
Okay,
at that.
so how about you do the introduction, play the music, and I'll come up on stage.
All right.
Like a real comedian.
Wait, okay, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blonde bombshell herself, Laura Cain.
Hey
Yay.
guys, hey guys. Thanks so much for coming out. Love seeing your faces. It's great that you're here. My first time doing stand-up comedy, so I hope you guys will go easy on me. And here we go. You know, I'm an open book. I mean, I tell you everything about my life. Unlike my partner, Erik, who's so secretive about his love life, you might think he's single. All I'm going to say is this. When his new guy is done with his paper route every morning, they go to IHOP for chocolate chip pancakes. It's super fun. Oh. I don't even think this dude knows they are going out. He might just think Erik is a volunteer for Big Brothers of America. But I am happy for my partner in crime, Erik, because I haven't had a boyfriend in 2 years. I can't even remember the last time I was touched in a romantic way. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Chucky made me feel great the other night. The best I've had, actually. I met him at a sex shop in Tijuana. He was hanging on the wall with all the other battery-operated dicks. Okay. Now, this part is going to sound a little Ron Burgundy-ish, so bear with me. And keep the eye rolls to a minimum, please. You could say that I've been a local celebrity for the last 30 years. And yes, I cringed a little bit when I said that, so don't think that you're the only one. I mean, I've been in radio so long, producer Brian's parents listened to me when their parents took them to grade school. That's how long. With any kind of fame comes the haters, the desktop critics, the dreaded trolls. I've been their target for many, many years. What is it about being in the public eye that makes these people think that we have lost the ability to feel offended or hurt? You'd think by now I'd have skin as thick as Erik's big ass bush, but I don't. Here are just a few comments I've received over the years that these people thought were perfectly okay to post on public platforms.
Okay.
Number one, I'm sure you've heard this before, but you look like a man. You are my least favorite part of the Jeff and Jer show. In fact, I think I might hate you.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's just a matter of time before you fall down drunk again. You suck and you're not pretty. I'd rather take a bath in shit than go out on a date with someone like you.
Wow.
And then this one just came down the pipeline the other day. Have you thought about slowing down on the plastic surgery a little bit? Look, I'm as real as they come. My fake hair, my fake eyelashes, fake lips, Botox face, and my fake Louis Vuitton and fake Gucci sunglasses. Thank you for that comment, though. And one more mean comment. Instead of spending your money on a Louis Vuitton, why don't you give to the homeless instead? You come across so selfish. First of all, bish, I am providing for the homeless. 3 of them at the moment. They're called roommates. And how will I ever forget this one? Perhaps the meanest and funniest of all time. I see you got your boobs done. Why didn't you start with your face? Oh my God. I literally spit out my Cheerios when I saw that. It was so mean that I laughed for days. Something that I am proud of, though, is that I'm 17 years sober. No drugs, no alcohol, or waking up in Italy tied to a lounge chair. Now my big thrill is DoorDash, energy drinks, and giving my Uber driver a handy as a tip. For the 5-star rating, of course. Something I'm not proud of is my room. It looks like the trash dump on Staten Island. It is a disaster. There is a suitcase on my floor that has been there unpacked for 3 weeks. And my closet is so jammed full of shoes and clothes, I'm afraid the entire infrastructure of my duplex will eventually implode from the weight of it all. And let's be serious. How many pairs of sweats does a girl need? I've got so many hoodies, I could open up my own Hot Topic store if I wanted to. And I want to talk about, again, my loyal podcast partner, Erik. He's been there for me for the last 18 years. I love him to death. But his ego is growing bigger and faster than Juan Soto's salary. A joke that will go over Erik's head like a seagull chasing a piece of food from a toddler's hand. He truly believes he's a celebrity because he co-hosts a podcast that 13 people listen to every week. He shows up 5 minutes before showtime with nothing more than a Post-it note with showbiz news he's scribbled while driving here. The only thing he's consistent about is taking dick pics and sending them out as yearly Christmas cards. His big rig is so well known for causing attention from disgusted shoppers at Ross, who clearly can see his VPL. Underwear is non-existent in his wardrobe. And let's get real. Erik's skin is so pasty, you could see his internal organs through his skin on a sunny day. I mean, in the morning, he looks like a newborn bearded dragon with a hideous rash. He's also violently afraid of spiders, but even more so of vaginas. Whenever I want him to do something or we are in an argument, I just start unzipping my pants. Boom, it's done. I win. I mean, if I had a choice between male or female genitalia, I'd go full cock and balls any day. Easy to pee, fun to play with, cream filled, and they shapeshift. And mine would make Ron Jeremy's look like a toadstool in winter. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you being here. Please tip your waiters and 2 drink minimum. I appreciate it. Thank you for the applause. See you later. Okay.
That was a roast.
Wow.
It
Yeah.
was like a half roast, half like a diary entry sort of feel.
I was gonna say there's a lot of personal rants in there.
So give me your true thoughts.
-5.
No. I want to hear like what I did well and what I didn't do so good.
I mean, it sounds like you were trying to be very honest, which is good. You need honesty with your stand-up. There's a lot of words, though. I could tell that you typed it, like you were reading it. And in the comedy game, we call extra words fat, and there's like a lot of fat that needs to be trimmed. That 2 sheets could have been probably half a sheet, and you would have got the same sort of.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you read, like if you ever read that again, like when you read it out loud and listen for the sentences that don't set up the next sentence. Those are the ones that need to get out of there. It's
Okay.
Like one of the things you're like, he runs faster than a toddler running from a seagull catching a whatever. It was like describing,
Okay.
and it was like just a toddler running from a seagull is fine. And then
Gotcha.
I would just say it's a bit wordy, dog, for me. If I was being Randy Jackson.
But
on
I
this
did
panel.
hear some chuckles.
I was laughing. There were a couple funny lines in there. I forget which lines they were, but the ones that I laughed at, those were real laughs. I think I was not expecting you to come after Erik like that.
Me either.
Same. That was great.
That was pretty vicious, but you guys are good friends, so it's like we
Not anymore.
Honestly, that was punching hard even for us.
Wow. Sleep with one eye open,
Oh my God. Okay.
we only roast the ones we love. So I think you guys are good.
Exactly. All right.
But
Now,
that took me by surprise. There.
what, the roasting of Erik?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So mean.
I know.
too.
Well, hey, just wait till you hear his. Well,
I
from
think
what
he's
you
going to probably
told me.
freestyle some stuff.
Wait,
out.
I think
now.
Erik should go next just to respond to that.
Well, actually, we should do it fairly. Pick the bowl. Pick a name out of the bowl.
I think you took the ball.
Pick the bowl.
Just pick a name.
All right, Erik, you're next.
There we go.
Well, no, we
Okay,
like
here we
Malsa,
go.
we have
Here's
to
the
do
bowl.
it fair.
Here's the bowl.
50-50 chance. Come on. Come on.
50-50 chance.
Well, I mean, they're Post-its. So Erik was stuck to Brian, but Erik was face
Erik.
up. So Erik, you get to go.
Dude, I'm calling these things. Our natural order succeeded again.
All right, buddy, you're up. Okay, and I'll introduce you.
Yeah.
Put on your headphones, baby. Yes, we're on Instagram Live. Yes. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is. Thank you for helping us with our setup.
We run a professional operation around
Yeah,
here.
we're super professional. Oh, good. You didn't get to see me. Good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you tonight here at the Cain After Dark Comedy Club. Taking the stage for the first time.
I have a question, Laura. Do you see other people here? Because it's just 3 of us.
I'm trying to theater of the mind.
Okay,
Yes,
cool,
okay.
cool.
You know, you've been in radio.
Yep,
Come on.
yep.
Whose
Okay.
mind are you?
I don't even know.
theatering
I
right
don't.
now?
You know
Okay.
what? Just let me.
My
just
bad.
roll.
My
Let
bad.
me roll. Welcome to the stage, everybody. Erik Rimmer. Woo!
God, after you, what lever do I pull to be crushed by a safe? Jesus Christ. Happy holidays. Are we all ready for this festive season? Mm-hmm. Friday night, I wasn't sure what I was going to say tonight because this isn't my forte, standing up in front of people telling jokes. But then Friday night kicked it into high gear.
Okay.
I had 2 parties to go to, 2 holiday parties to go to. First one was just a friend's holiday party. There was food. They had 7-layer bean dip, which will factor into my second part of the evening. Go to that. Go to the second party, which was a fundraiser in Rancho Santa Fe. The house was so fancy that nobody could go inside. It was out in the back. Ooh. So security guards couldn't go in the house, only relegated to the back. So there was a dance floor. We were out on the dance floor dancing. Oh, the people that invited me wound up getting sick. So I went knowing no one. And that's nothing that I would normally do.
Yeah.
Get there, DJ play This Christmas Song by Cher, and Kelly Clarkson, the remix comes on. Run out to the dance floor dancing, and I get that rumbling in my stomach. Everything seizes up, and I'm like, oh, no. I run, trying to find a bathroom. I'm like porta potties. There's a line for packed with people. So I'm like, oh my God. So I see along the wall, the sparkly long streamers in red and green. I back up to it.
No.
And release the longest, most violent fart I think I've ever released in my entire life. As I'm farting, I realize, why is it so loud? And my brain is going, why is it so loud? And so I start backing up. And as I back up, it gets louder and louder. I look back, and poking out from behind the red and green glittery streamers is a microphone. Which is attached to a stage, which is attached to a karaoke machine. As I turn, the music has stopped. Cher is not playing anymore. A room full of people are staring at me. So the karaoke mic, which was on, was poked right into my butthole. So I get a text the next day that says, Christmas just came early. Fucking funniest thing I've ever heard. So the host of the party called the people that invited me.
That's awesome.
So needless to say, I'm probably banned from Rancho Santa Fe for the rest of my life. I took an Uber home and got mistaken for Chris Hemsworth in the back of the Uber. Now, I do look like Chris Hemsworth if he got stung by like a million bees. We were talking the other day. Laura was talking about a little bit of politics on the show. But we couldn't go too far. And that's fine because I could never be a political commentator. Back when Condoleezza Rice, remember her?
Yep.
I thought that was something that you served with fajitas. I was going to say, a friend told me the other day, I was going to the store and I called Laura and said, is there anything you want me to get you? And she said, I'd like you to get me some cream so I can have a juicy vagina. And I was like, well, I can't go to the store for that. I'll have to go to a different store, which would be like Home Depot or Lowe's, because I'd have to get like a weed whacker to get all the tumbleweeds out and then a leaf blower to get all the dust out. So I can't just go to a store for your dry vagina.
Oh, God.
Now, Laura has a dog. I have no pets because I have no time. And I really don't want any pet hair in my house. But everybody's like, oh, God, you'd be such a good pet dad. Like, you'd be such a good pet dad. You should get a pet. And I'm like, well, I thought about it and I thought, every squirrel is a flying squirrel if you kick it hard enough. So why would I not be a good pet dad? I mean, really. We were at a party the other night at Jody's house. And we did our famous Brady Bunch, everybody on the staircase pose. I don't remember who took the picture, but that is never to happen again. Because after analyzing the picture, I have what's called an at-risk face. From certain angles, I look like a melting wheel of brie cheese. And then from the other angle, I have what's called an at-risk chin. So have you seen the pictures?
I have not.
I look horrible. I'll show you.
Okay.
I need to get like a whole face lift neck. It was awful. So that's why I always take pictures from high up, so we all look like fetuses. Do you like my jacket?
Yeah.
You like it?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. It's dry clean only, which means it's going to be dirty forever. And that's about it.
Okay, all right. I'm impressed.
That was awesome.
That was good. That was good, Eric. That was good.
That was really good.
All right.
The story about going to the party, it was like good setup. So we all pictured the house that you're at. The microphone, you farting into the microphone was not what I thought you were going to say, which like really, that was awesome. I thought it was good.
Okay, thank you.
Thought it was awesome.
Thank you.
I agree. It was
Any
great.
criticism?
I mean, I could be critical of everything you guys are doing, but it's like that for being first time in front of 3 people, I didn't think it was that bad.
Let's let it roll with that
You
because I'm going
certainly
next.
didn't let it. You let it roll with me.
I laughed at your jokes.
Well, you gave me some tips.
You went much longer than he went too.
I'm just funnier than you are.
I know that's
Actually,
truth.
I will say, Eric, I was kind of impressed with your like comedic timing and cadence up there. It was actually pretty like flowed pretty well.
Thank you.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was too. Good job, Eric. Good
Thanks, Laura
job.
Cain.
All right, now you sit
Thanks,
down, Brian, producer Brian. You're up now. You sit down here, and I'm going to run the controls.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! And you have to introduce Brian.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Brian Jones.
Hello, everybody. That's really loud. Thank you, Laura. Welcome to Laura's living room. If you thought you were depressed, you are now, because this is quite perhaps the saddest place in San Diego. These couches are from Amazon, not IKEA. We're moving up in the world. Anyways, you guys all roasted the crap out of each other, and I've already done that. I burned you alive, and you are still the melted puddle of plastic I left you in during our roast. So I thought I would keep things a little chill. I was going to tell a story. I want to keep it a little lighthearted because you guys were so mean to each other, and it hurt inside a little bit. So I'm going to cheer us all up. So I was at a funeral last week. No, it's okay. I was just there for the snacks, I swear. I swear, funerals have great snacks. They're really to die for. But thank you. And, you know, snacks at funerals are kind of awkward because you've got somebody up at the front giving a nice, impassioned, heartfelt goodbye, and then I'm at the back, and every time I take a bite of a cookie, one of those great Costco cookies, I'm going to do that. Delicious. So I definitely got a couple of head turns, but it wasn't too bad. And the sniffles and tears they're just the nice background for my sweet, sweet, succulent joy. And you probably think I'm a bad person or a shallow person for just going to funerals for snacks, but I swear I go to them sometimes to lend support, and I felt really bad I hit that person with my car. So I really wanted to be there to support them. It's okay. I didn't get convicted because there were no witnesses. They also got ran over by cars that same day. Anyways, this is an outdoor memorial, though, and it was kind of interesting because they didn't have gravestones. They had headstones, and they were implanted in the ground about an inch above the grass. And that was kind of awkward because on my way to the snack table, I got to go buy like 50 of them because they're all over the place. And I tripped on like all of them. And so, felt kind of bad tripping on everybody's dead body. It was kind of like going through it when you're in a theater and you're trying to get to the bathroom. You're like, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Hey, I went to school with, whoops. It's real awkward. Charlie, man, no wonder you didn't text me back. Hope you weren't the one I hit with my car. Anyways. But I kind of wonder, you look at those coffins and I think, wow, those look like really comfy beds. A little claustrophobic, a little dark in there, but that may not be too bad. So I decided, I got to see if I'm claustrophobic or not. So I did the one thing that I knew could test that. I locked myself in a porta potty for about an hour because I swear to God, nothing is more claustrophobic than there. And they smell like death, so it's perfect. And if you really want to get the full experience of the stress of 3,000 pounds of dirt sitting on top of you while you're laying in a sweet, sweet, awful $10,000 box with a bed built into it, you just got to rush in there right before the dad who bought his funnel cake and scarfed it down starts sprinting for the bathroom. And then once he's banging on there with the fury of God, that is the full stress experience of what it's like being buried alive. So, and thank you, everybody. That's my time for the night. I'm here till tomorrow.
That was good.
Okay, Laura.
That was good considering I feel like you wanted to do this the least. It was a nice set centered around death, and manslaughter, and I enjoyed the change of direction at the top about the going to the funerals for the snacks. I thought that was funny. I didn't quite get all the killing of people that you do with your car. I hope I don't see you out on the
For legal reasons, those are all jokes.
But yeah, I thought all three of you guys did a good job for doing stand-up literally in front of one person and the internet. That was like, you guys, round of applause for all of you.
Thank you. Here, weak applause. Let's do this.
Our internet of 15 people.
All right, Brian, come back here, and then the moment of truth. So now the torture is over.
Mm-hmm.
The sets have been done. This bit that we've been talking about for 2 years, we did it. You guys, we did it. Mal, you're the professional.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, who's the funniest person of the show?
I would say who delivered the best set to me,
Yes.
the most structured, like I would see this at an open mic set, would be Erik. Like the story that he told was like
was
a legit
perfect.
story that I could see someone like working through at a club. That was like a legit bit, and so I would say he did the best.
Okay.
And he wasn't really reading it. He was like telling us a story, like he making eye contact, and I was like, okay, where is this going? Like, I was good.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Now it comes down to me and Brian. And you know what? Just be brutally honest. It's okay.
I think he's not going to do it if I say he's the worst. And I think it's better content for your show if you go to an open mic and do 3 minutes.
Okay.
Guy thinks things through.
But secretly, am I funnier than Brian, or is Brian funnier than me? Just tell me the truth, Mal. It's okay. I can handle it.
Look I'm not the end all be all on who's funny. I'm sure there's 10 people that think he's funny and 10 people that think you're funny. You guys have two completely different styles. He was very dark and you were very sort of introspective with your stand-up. So I would say flip a coin. That's who's funnier right now.
Just take it, Laura. Just take it.
Okay, one last question. Besides Erik, if I worked hard enough, could I do this?
Like stand-up as your job?
Yes.
No.
That was the funniest thing we've heard all night.
You can try. It's very hard.
Oh.
It's very hard.
Oh my God.
Okay.
None
you
of
know
us
what?
could. Come on. None of us are funny like that.
I know, but you know what? I appreciate your honesty and thank you. Okay. Now, everybody go see Mal Hall, Lafayette Hotels, the La Jolla Comedy Club. He is hysterical.
God.
We're going to post one of my favorite bits that he does about washcloths. I never forgot this. This is one of the freaking funniest observations I've ever heard from a comedian in my life. I love it. We really appreciate you being
Thank you
here.
for having me. This was actually super fun. I'm glad I came out here. Yeah,
Thank you.
super fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you guys had fun.
We did.
We're just all glad that it's over,
Yeah.
but apparently I'm the loser, but we all kind of knew that was probably the eventuality.
You're a little
Well, you're
stiff,
not funny.
You know. Actually, no, there were some good jokes in there.
Thank you.
You're just a little lifeless.
Lifeless.
Yeah.
I was nervous. That's probably why.
Oh, okay.
But Mal says it's not my jam anyway.
It's not.
Stick to your day job.
Stick to my day job.
You know what? You have a good, little niche carved out in the public sphere. So I think don't give that up in pursuit of something different.
Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this train wreck. Thank you so much, Mel. It's an honor for you to
Thank you
be
for
here.
having me. This
Thank
is
you,
super
thank
fun.
you, thank you. And we say something at the end of our podcast, and after I say it, will you say it? Then Erik says it, then we close it out.
Sure.
Okay. So anyway, first, thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Instagram Live. Thank you for listening as always, and love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
I love you, my sweet babies. Bye.